Hey guys, sorry I can't be there today. I'm at the county office working with the dramatic writing team. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of what I expect. So if you're a little confused, you have me to answer your questions. You'll just have to watch the video. So what you're going to do is class will begin with 15 minutes of MemBean. I will be checking and keeping track if you're doing it or not. Please check my comments in Infinite Campus. I am leaving you notes if you've got dubious minutes, things like that. Your minutes that you haven't finished, anything that you were absent for, or any dubious minutes you have to redo, anything like that, all of that has to be completed before you enter the classroom on Friday. So you'll get your final 15 minutes to work on MemBean on Friday. So you'll get, so you should have 45 minutes finished walking into class on Friday. And then if you don't have that, then you know that next week you'll be taking the Choose All That Apply test. So keep that in mind. Once you guys are done with that, you're going to go to the mapping and argument section. And what I'm going to do is walk you through all of the instructions in screencast. So I've removed everything from Parlay. So if you had originally kind of started in Parlay and thought we were going to type there, you're not. You're just going to use the document that I've created here and turn it into me, and I'll give you feedback. So your prompt is, should we raise the minimum wage? Why or why not? You must cite from 4 different sources. There are 5 sources. You have to cite from 4. So that doesn't mean cite 4 times from one source or 2 times from 2 sources. It means you have to have at least 4 different sources interacting with each other in your paragraphs. You can cite multiple times from the same source, but you would have to make your paragraphs longer. Each paragraph is going to have 2 separate sources. Here is how you will cite them, and then I've taken the sources that you can refer to, and I've included them at the bottom. These are the only sources you're allowed to use. You may not go anywhere on the internet and look for any information. You may only use these sources. You can also feel free to use this background information any way you like. You don't have to cite it, but if you want to build some background or have some references to the last time minimum wage was raised and how it was incrementally done, here's your information. And then here's all the content that we've read. We've done all of this in class, unless you were absent or unless when I was out last Monday, you chose not to do the work I gave you. So this is source 1, this video here, and this is how you would cite it, SEIU Florida. This is source 2. It's an article, but we watched it as a news, little news clip, and the article is just the transcript of the news clip. The Should We Raise Minimum Wage is the handout you did in class with Bernie Sanders and Senator, oh, I forget, Ron Johnson or something. That's one source. A lot of people have asked, well, does this count as 2 separate sources? No, that document is one source. Source 4 is Serving in Florida. The author's last name is Ehrenreich, and that's how you'll cite that one. And then finally, 30 Days Minimum Wage was that documentary we viewed in class. You don't have to rewatch it. You took notes on a note card, so you should have those notes. You have a complete list of sentence stems. Today you'll also receive a hard copy, and I've labeled the stems as to how you'll use them in the chart. Now, one thing I did was when I made these original instructions and I posted this original document, I've added to it since. So I've added the edited document here. So some classes never saw my section with my claim and talking about how to turn that into subclaims. You need to, before you do anything else, write a claim. And that will guide all the other decisions you make. And then once you've completed the whole chart, you'll come down here and you'll copy and paste things and you'll put it all together. So when I read it, it will have your claim, which will be your intro, and then your body paragraph 1, which you'll use the chart to build, and your body paragraph 2, which you'll also use the chart to build. And I'm going to make little videos to walk you through each section of the chart. But make sure you are looking at this edited document first, because if you open this before I edited it, you don't have my edits. So you might want to go in um, and select all on the edited document and then just paste it in on this document so you have all the content, because the instructions in the edited document are clearer and they're based on the common questions I'm getting. So this edited document will be much clearer to you, but to be able to turn it in here on this, you'll have to Control A, which will select all, Control C, which will then allow you to go into this one, Control V, and you'll paste it in over what's there if you haven't already added things. So that's sort of the gist. And then I'm going to also create videos for each section of the chart.